smokes, Molotovs, any P250 to speak of? Yes, xertioN, of course. He has no armor, however, and we'll see the aggression from the CTs continue. Pretty standard scene so far. A long take, a very traditional approach on the T side. Trying to get towards the pit control, double smoke on the crossover, Molotov the site, see what you can make of it.
The odds have swung here. MOUZ are now the favorites from the bookmakers. As long control has been garnered, but not with any force or any noise. It's back towards short where they want to have the next Biff. JDC and torji can chip in together as there's a smoke over towards the hinge. Molly lands as well. We've seen that come into fashion a lot here at EPL as they will charge quickly up behind that Molotov, and it looks like they want to push the issue. Coming in for an A-split right now. Things are about to get dicey. The flash forward towards long. It's going to try and buy them some room, but it's torji to strike first over towards short. Now smoked off. xertioN chimes in, and Heroic, they've been locked out. See you later.
Oh, they absolutely have. 2 players remain, and they can't even find a kill. It's still a chance, I suppose, but the bomb's in such an awkward position for them. They'd have to go all the way back through the long doors, and they're in a 3 versus 2. Half HP for both of them, and we've got Frozen watching towards middle. So it's up to jabbi. He's got the USP at least. Can look for a 1-tap if possible. That would be fantastic if he can get it, but you're not going to be offering yourself up too much yet.
Yeah, look, Dex, you don't get that many kills, mate. Don't give them away on the scoreboard with a team nade. That's the worst of both worlds in a way. Is there goes stavn, just sat on his ass as it is just the new man, the new boy, jabbi.
He had a good performance on Mirage, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. You know, he's sharp, but Yanko was highlighting some of those fights that maybe he should have won. That's one he maybe shouldn't have, and he's going to look for more here. Peers out, another beautiful shot. 10 seconds. I don't know if he's got time to get the bomb. He knows he has to hunt. He knows he's going to fight. jabbi pushing forward, taking the duel. Frozen will silence us as that got very, very close right there. Some fantastic shooting from jabbi. Sharp shooter. Whew.
He had no time to plan. He knew he had to take matters into his own hands there. Some spectacular shots on that USP. We said he had to open things up. I didn't think he'd hit this in a million years. xertioN gets his clock cleaned, and jabbi actually has a chance to win it around 8 seconds. If he gets that kill, he wins. So a sigh of relief on what should have been a clean round there from MOUZ Sports. They still win, but we do have the second round. No force buy, but an AK-47 and armor. Just trying to work some space here, see if they can make things awkward and close once again. Ideally get the bomb down with this sort of investment.
Yeah, I think here, if you're going to bring out the AK, you need at least 2 kills and the plant, or minimum the plant in this type of a scenario here. So the standard approach of stalling out and waiting out the util, that's what we're seeing unfold in front of our very eyes in the first 30 seconds of the round for Heroic. But after that, it's going to be setting TeSeS up for fights against the ill-equipped. And the first of those is going to be poor xertioN here, the lone defender of long. Has an MP9 behind the doors, and this is a very hard clear for TeSeS. I'm sure he'll send one of his little peons forward first, and it's the bomb. So that's going to be a great little spot. I'll take that. And the AK-2, he munches away as Dexter is called to arms. He's going to finish off one and done. xertioN on the AK. We said 2 kills and a plant. Well, there's 2 kills. I don't think he'll get the plant.
Maybe if he gets all the way into the speed now, and he hits a shot like that, a showstopper from xertioN. Puts Frozen on ice. And unfortunately, the bomb is still towards long, but great effort. Just going to try and dissect the map now. Trying to be in an unpredictable position. They don't seem to be aware they've got the bomb because they are segregated right now.
Yeah, JDC's read this. xertioN should be dead. I won't expect that. He tried to get the crosshair back in the right time, but JDC a step ahead and running. They're not going to find themselves any other upgrades here. It'll be the scout and the AK carried through. And now Heroic should be getting the buy. But you'll be happy with that. 3 kills, that's great. A lot of damage done. It's just poor TeSeS and jabbi who will have some omissions here in the buy department as they were the ones combined who made the purchase of the AK with the head armor. It was a tidy shot there from xertioN. Going to need more of that. Because I think going toe-to-toe, torji's the better AWPer out of the 2 of them. I think xertioN's going to have to step up here big time with the scope.
Fair call. And we're seeing a lot more of this these days. CTs pushing in towards top and middle, but it's a fast, long take. We've all seen this before as well. Locking them in. Dexter. He actually might be out of luck here. It's the Tech 9. Towards drop down.
Spot the barrel here?
I don't think he spotted him at all. Maybe he did. He seems to be in a position that suggests he's aware of it. Yeah. So that should be a kill for jabbi, I would say. Sure, he gets dinked, but he's managed to upgrade to a rifle.
Well, an aggressive tunnels push here. It looks like Frozen has been paired up with JDC. Dexter looks like he's going to be playing the A site with xertioN. And torji, well, he's going to do what torji does best, move around the map. But xertioN will get the better of him in this exchange. Oh, xertioN's been peppered away at as well, so some real issues here. And if JDC goes down to xertioN, this should be the round. But
we're still alive.
A lifeline here.
Yep. And it will be the double smoke towards crossover. They still have a Molotov and a separate smoke of their own. Good grenade. Should do some reasonable damage there towards sjuush. And it's down to xertioN, really. He needs to find a couple of kills. The pressure being applied from Frozen. Drops the incendiary, forces them onto the bomb site here. Like I said, 2 kills from xertioN brings him right back into the round. Maybe even gives him an advantage.
Thought he was going to peek off the back of that. Really no indication that he wants to go for this fight. And jabbi top mid during all of this. He can win the rounds here if he just comes in late. That's a nice shot. Plenty more to find here. I don't think they're a
No, there's
jabbi,
the
but maybe
two.
they don't have to. xertioN, this is massive stuff right now, and they're just walking forward. More damage done. sjuush is low. And remember, jabbi got dinked. Dexter will know this. The plant, it's safe. The molly's the only thing that can save them right now. Oh, and there's a smoke for the bomb. The round is done. The defuse is going to come through. jabbi just has to save. That's a 3-0 start.
That's kind of insane. We said xertioN had to find 2 kills as the plan went through.
How did he get those?
He bided his time, though. He was waiting and patient, and he hits a tremendous shot towards the bomb site itself and then towards the ramp. Cool as a cucumber, manages to do damage to the third and Goose as well, and his teammates just mop up the kills. That is a gut punch towards Heroic. A round that should have been in the bag. That was, what, a 5-on-3 at one stage, and xertioN just takes matters into his own hands. JDC, as I mentioned, just tidying things up. The smoke was down. The only option they had was the Molotov, but nothing could be done. We get into the next round. As we kick things off, missed a bit of the action, but it's Dexter to open things up. xertioN chimes in as well. It's a full buy from Heroic, and they're getting mowed down left, right, and center. 2 players remain once again, and MOUZ Sports are off to an absolute flyer here,
It's
Jack.
great to see this newest addition from the Academy roster getting the frags. 7-3 right now. Tessas, he's going to try his luck. Everyone else has been issued a dud hand. An AK picked up, nades to dodge, a kill to come through, but regardless, he's gone down. Just poor xertioN now. 1-on-4. The world against him here.
It's not getting any easier. The smoke behind him locks him into the interaction. One player towards the pit. That's Dexter. Offs himself up. I dare say he can get 2 here, but torchie will keep it clean. 3-player survive, and MOUZ Sports with a very strong start here. There is maximum loss bonus for Heroic at this stage, but no plants. Meaning they might have to just go for what? Tech 9, a couple of Galils perhaps. I don't think they can justify fully investing into round number 5.
Remember last week, Maui and Yanko were highlighting these B explodes from a lot of the teams that we had in Group B.
Yep.
Maybe something like that for Heroic to just try the other side of the map here with a bit more of a choreographed play, a bit coordinated as a unit here. Remember, this is a bogey pick. I said the last time they played this map was September of last year. That was against the Movistar Riders. So we know that Heroic are the fish out of water in this situation, and right now, water is off the MOUZ, who is apparently the duck's back. We're out for a fast mid to B here.
We are indeed. torchie will find xertioN. Lots of damage inflicted here from both sides of the equation. The B bomb site, CT spawn. They can't get a look in towards the round. stavn will do what he can, but it's going to be a clean 5-0. 3 players surviving once again. They're looking so comfortable, Chad.
Well, I only scrubbed through these demos, right? I didn't have a lot of time between the games to quickly scrub through and do a bit of Dust2 research because I didn't think it would be coming out to play here today. And the biggest question mark for me is more around MOUZ and where these pieces were going to fit. Because for Heroic, this is clearly something that was targeted, so they must have had some preparation here. For MOUZ, it was how are they going to defend? And so far, it's looking very similar to what they were doing when they were in the Academy roster, just slotting Dexter and that are Frozen into these positions. So far, so good.
How nuts is that? Is the Academy team they're taking on the main players at this point, slotting them in?
No, you just go play short, because this is the same kind of thing. The in-game leader for the Academy team would play short, right? And then they also had, I believe it was xertioN playing a lot of solo long stuff like we've seen in these early rounds. So it's very curious, but here's torchie. He's freed up like a butterfly.
Yeah, this is very impressive. A 5-0 start on the CT side of Dust2 on your opponent's pick. They are going to be feeling the pressure here. Hinge smoke from Tesses. Tries to jump back, avoid any potential spam coming from the CTs here, and a flash through the double doors.
While they're up, they do have the control that they're looking for. Now the short execute into the AWP of torchie. They need to be diligent with the util. A flash around the corner. Is that going to be enough to force him off the line? He's going to stand and fight here, torchie. Scoped in, very sure of himself here. The support network, the next closest member is Dexter over towards the mid doors. So he will have to scamper and drop some util. First shot exchange. xertioN continues to pass this test with flying colors. Another kill for him. An opening exchange towards long. sjuush in the dirt. And now a mid to B to ensue. Dexter's going to be mollied out of place here.
He will, absolutely. Oh, he's going to have to fight now, Chad. Might as well. That will do. He'll maintain the man advantage. I dare say they won't hold on to it, though.
Go back to A here. They need to go back to A. Going B is the wrong call. They still know there's 2 players on the B site. They're rerouting, but this is the issue. Look, he's just tucked into to Goose. xertioN, this is the best position. Just deny the plant, you win the round.
They will be checking it, of course, but he's got the advantage on the first interactive. He takes down the rifle. xertioN will have to quick scope him as he jumps around. That's it. First kill. And yeah, it's not going to happen. That's the round. 5 seconds remaining. That kill is all in vain. Even if he gets the kill on CT spawn, this is not enough time. 6-0 will be delivered. You're absolutely right. Well spotted, Chad. xertioN 1-2's in towards Goose. As long as he nailed that first kill, it was very likely he gets the second as well. There's no way you can really trade with the AWP at that close range.
He's just looking calm and sharp. I think sharp is the key here. 12 kills. He is having a field day right now in the server, leading the charts by a country mile. He's 183 ADR at this point.
That's nuts.
That is wild. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep it up throughout the continuation of this map, but look at the smile on his face. He is loving life right now. And
speak about impact as well. These aren't throwaway kills. These are round-winning kills.
Yes.
This is saving the day, stealing the round back. And that's going to be 6-0. Heroic, once again, no plant. As we mentioned, maximum loss bonus, but that'll only get you so far. So xertioN's fully invested with the scouts.
Okay. Well, this is the thing. The Heroic are known to do. It's off reservation with Heroic. You're not expecting the cookie cutter style of play at all. This is meant to be a reactive squad that gets away with these crazy buys because they are able to pip the gap. They hit a couple of nut shots, and they need to start manifesting some of that now because this hole is massive.
What?
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, the scout. It definitely works.
My skepticism has been proven incorrect, and it will be torchie, though, to answer back. It's a nice shot towards the long, and he's trying to get out of there. xertioN continues to deliver the pain. That's the AK-47 from the back of the A bomb site, all the way at the long pier. Absolutely rails him. Wow.
Yeah, xertioN can have the scout shot, especially if xertioN's going to be hitting those. They have to go A. They have smokes, sure, but there's nothing else. torchie won't be flashed off the line. Should be his every day of the week. Can tuck in. His teammates can take the next exchange, and then coming up the rear, it's going to be xertioN. The opener and maybe the closer here.
A chance, considering he's got the smoke down. An opportunity to get towards the A side, but xertioN slams the door right in front of his face there. Denied access, and remember, that was a force buy once again with no plan. I think they have to take a partial here. The scout shot was great to open things up, but they cannot convert, they cannot capitalize. Have a look at that shot again, Chad.
Oh, what?
When did he fire?
Did he even shoot? Okay. Well, it's a nice kill, but that's all it was.
So, as mentioned, they have to give in at some point. Yield to their adversaries, and they will be coming in with the Desert Eagles and Tech 9s. A gimme round, you would say, considering the setups here. AK-47's now available on the MOUZ side.
This is the B-pop I mentioned earlier.
Sure.
But they already have torchie close towards mid to B to help out, so there's essentially 3 players here.
So do they want to go with the B split variation or just send in 5 through the tight choke point of the B tunnels? If you get that opening kill and make things very uncomfortable with the CTs, it can have that snowball into an avalanche effect. Good response from JDC. It's giving them a gray screen upon arrival as well.
So they have a smoke for the doors. They have a bunch of flashes. Oh, don't worry about any of that. The shark is in the water. Now, in Malta, there's not too many of them around. I've read the law. Right now, it feels like xertioN is making up for that fact. JDC, he's been mollied out of position here, but still able to spam one down, completely blind. Frozen chiming in here as well. And guess what? The rotation, it's already here. Everybody wants some of this, and JDC will take 3. 8-0 for MOUZ. The half has been won. Look at the smile. That says it all. They're having a ball, having a blast out there.
Beaming smiles all round for MOUZ Sports. The bogey pick of Dust2 is biting Heroic in the arse here. And look at that was a chance there. The Molotov burning JDC down to a crisp, but he still capitalizes, manages to find 3 kills in total, a ton of damage. They survive with 4 players there. It's absolutely fine. And we get into another buy round, at least for Heroic. They got the AWP out this time, 4 AK-47s. And not so much of a default setup, a bit more pep in the step as we have 2 players towards lower, maybe investigating their chances towards a mid-split. As jabbi rotates over towards the B side of the map as well. xertioN tempting fate here, and he will be warned at least. A shot across the bow from the AWP takes xertioN down to 38.
He's ballsy. He's hanging around. This should be his undoing here. How does he get away with that? Such fortunate timing there on the smoke and peek from sjuush. But he is very confident. Now, I suppose he wants to bait them into the change of setup they have available. Look at torchie just run. This is an AWPer's dream. When you don't have a secondary AWPer on your side that is taking some of your real estate, you're here, there, and everywhere. The more active, the better for a CT AWPer if it can be facilitated.
Especially on Dust2. Keep things unpredictable. Shut down their options. It feels like nothing's working. You can't keep track of him. So far, so good. MOUZ Sports yet to give up a round. Torchi has mentioned.
He's ahead of this, ahead of the lurk smoke. He gets the pick.
Brilliant.
He's just reading the play here.
That's world-class AWPing there.
And now they just have to run out short because that is the best option available. Dexter's aware of this. He just needs to stay alive. You kind of forced into a retake A here. Oh, and he's just going to peek over the top of the lip. It's going from bad to worse for Heroic.
It really is. Can he find another through the smoke? They just have to commit. Try and see if they can claw this round back. There's a chance there with the AWP. xertioN can't convert it. Finally gets him through the smoke. 20 seconds remaining. They have to go towards A. Not too much presence there, but Frozen is towards long. Still has a bit of utility as well. Oh, what's just happened? xertioN comes from shore. It's a triple spray down, and Heroic can't catch a break. That is magnificent. 17-5. We've only played 9 rounds.
What an absolute feast. He is devouring Heroic right now. I can't believe what we're seeing here. This was perfect, right? Ahead of the lurk smoke, great. This was ridiculous. And then the flank couldn't have been better timed. Using the cusp of that one way, the lineup. Oh.
Beautiful.
He's like, this is what Tier 1 Counter-Strike was like. Why was I playing in the Academy? What was going on?
You could definitely get used to this. What a debut. MOUZ Sports in Group C of ESL Pro League Season 16. A statement performance so far on their CT side of Dust2. We didn't even think they played the map, Chad, but they've turned up and blown Heroic out of the water. They don't even have a response at this stage.
Where's the concede button? That's the question.
At least they got the bomb planted, so I can stop banging on about that. They can actually get a buy here.
Okay, so it's the final wine here for Heroic. xertioN does have a P250.
Still plenty of rounds to be played. It would be recoverable.
They need all 6 right now.
xertioN is opting to save the money for the AWP going forward, so he's staying on the P250, just to note that. A strange setup here, but we'll see if they can make good of it. Towards long, they'll probe once more. 4 players outside the doors. The flashman will come through. They've got xertioN to deal with. He's there alone, but dare say he's a one-man army. As we look for that reactive play from the CTs, knowing they've conceded long, you need to try and get information elsewhere. Reclaim some real estate on the map, and they've chosen towards short, lower B. A boost you don't see too often these days, but trying to get the opening pick if possible. Is there a chance? They don't think so.
They don't want to stick to it here, so something scared him off. Still lots of utility left over here for MOUZ to play their trade. That long control, sure, you've lost that, but I don't think it matters. And the fact that they continue to test xertioN, right? I understand it's Dust2, they're going to be going long a lot, but this guy is just having his way with Heroic now, throwing them around the map. He's been flanking, he's been locking them out, he's been hitting some banger shots. This util is being lined up.
They don't have much more though, Chad. They'll smoke the crossover. They've got 1 flash remaining.
Yeah, it needs to go perfect, and that's why the util on the other side's a problem.
There's no Molotovs either to really make the CTs uncomfortable.
Oh, and they missed a smoke. You can see it in the sky over here when they come around the corner.
What is that?
Yeah, so they have to use this extra smoke. Well, that's mad they don't play. This is what happens.
Come on, lads.
These little details, they don't just going to happen.
Oh, that's an absolute shit show.
It's a bit of a mare here. The nade's not bad, though. And xertioN finally is going to be silenced here. Now it's Dexter's turn. He's been...
That's better.
Oh, having a bit of a time, and he's gone. So 2-on-4 situation. I think this might be Heroic's first round.
I think it might be, with the misthrown smoke as well. They make up for it. And Frozen will be gifted a freebie, perhaps. I dare say this round might be on. JDC, nice movement to get himself up towards shore, but the smoke should signify the end of the round. And there we have it. Heroic do post their first.
It was intentional that they missed the smoke.
It was all
then
ruse,
it was all about trading.
Right.
It lured MOUZ into...
Playing on Nightmare mode.
Yeah, they thought they made MOUZ... Look, these guys can't even smoke long cross. And then they were like, we don't even have to shoot back. And then Heroic strike. So
don't lose both. Oh, God.
They're going to lose it all here. I think Frozen's going to stand and deliver the last kill of the round. That's a lot of damage done.
A lot of damage done,
They
Chad.
got the bomb down, so they can all definitely buy. And xertioN can even have it all.
They'll get $3,500 per player, actually. So...
we Galils these days, Henry. They're just
true.
Galil, right?
I think everyone loves a Galil these days. I think it's been underrated for many years. But there we have it. All 5 players go down. And for winning a round by explosion, you get $3,500. So it will be a little bit compromised, to say the least, but a good job. After missing the smoke, you can see a sigh of relief there. Can't even believe we won that round, lads. So we actually messed it up and somehow won. So maybe we should miss more smokes.
Let's see how many more they can miss here. Little totem boost in the middle to facilitate the pick of xertioN, but nobody comes a knocking. And here we go again. We get the short boost one more time. do have to worry about this scale down mid. This is the difference maker. cxertioN might be able to pip the gap here as Torji, caught looking the wrong way, and now the acceleration for the mid to B. cxertioN's out. He's trying to stifle the rotations back, but Frozen and JDC still on the site. The bombardment is coming. The onslaught is here, and this is the first time they've truly been tested. Dexter with the AWP. Apparently, not known to be an AWPer, and now JDC's turn. The German stepping up big. 1 on 2. He had a chance, but now Heroic have strung consecutive rounds together here.
Well, there we have it. 2 in a row. Starting to alleviate some of that pressure now. It was starting to spiral, but an opening kick from cxertioN, a bit of a freebie towards that short boost, enables them to be split at that stage, and well held by the CTs. JDC did absolutely everything he could there with a couple of frags there towards the car position, but ultimately the trades were too powerful. cxertioN landing those shots. This is the moment, there was a chance, but Testas with the Glil closes things out. Last of the MOUZ Sports gold, I would say, and it's going to be sjuush challenging towards long. He'll actually take down the Danger Man. xertioN is removed. And they continue with their advantageous position they found themselves in the last couple of rounds.
Well, this was a discussion that Kassan was having on the desk about the finances for MOUZ. They were constantly in a strong position for the buys. Now, they will be put under the pump if they can't course correct here. Now, this is one of the earlier situations where they found themselves in a bit of danger, but Dexter and Frozen are going to draw them back, both biffing towards long. That is an awful
Dexter, you wouldn't.
Information. Dexter, play on the fade, or is he going to go for the push? Stavn seeming
stavn's got him surely.
Somewhat aware of this. The face starting to come through, and on the grey screen, looking the wrong way. Dexter goes down, but we're still in a 3-on-3 here.
So, Dexter gets caught out. JDC towards lower, however. It's all down to stavn at this point. If he does detect it, the round should be theirs, but he's running up without a care in the world. A clean spray will give MOUZ Sports the advantage once again. Can they deny 3 rounds in a row for Heroic? Bit of a run boost here. Works out towards CT spawn.
On the fall.
He absolutely did. Let's have to pick this together. It's actually looking pretty decent, but Frozen, he's there to make up for the missed shot, and cxertioN will have to pull up one of his absolute fantastic clutches here, and he's been given a couple of shots with the flashbang starting to come through now. Can he nail the second? He absolutely can. He's on for the 3 versus 1 here, Chad. JDC in towards CT spawn. I dare say he's going to check it. It all comes down to the timings here, and he cannot convert the situation in his favor. A great effort, though, Chad. The stars were starting to align for him.
We spoke about cxertioN needing to step up on this map with the AWP. He's got 13 kills to his name. That was the first real set of AWP highlights that he's had right there. Some whippy shots. JDC was so disconnected in that situation. The 2 players on the site had to take those fights together. So an opportunity for cxertioN here does go missing. MOUZ get up to double digits. We were worried about the finances. That's the first missed shot. Steps back out. He's able to convert there onto the Torji and Frozen combo. And that from JDC. You can't win to that either. That was a tidy shot for him. So frustrating for the Danes, but back into the money are MOUZ.
A very important round for both teams. Finances at absolute 0 on either side, and there it is, another tag shot there. It's just Dexter going out of 23 at this point. Torji looking to reply.
Whole different setup here. Oh, well,
Dexter?
You think you're hanging around mid after you've already been tagged. Dexter overstaying is welcome.
A couple of rounds, yeah. Big kill here. JDC, is he going to be traded out, trying to scamper away from the tunnels? Look at the HP on the Heroic side. Wow. They've been munched down to almost 0 HP on 3 players.
46 for 3 players combined here. That's some quick maths.
That's not bad.
The 8 times tables were always my favorite. Ooh, was a glove spotted there? Torji, he definitely knows something's awry, as short seems to be the only real option here, but all it would take is one well-placed grenade. Fortunately, there's none of them available.
Spoiler.
And this one would be done. Torji might get caught off guard. He will, but he's around the corner. sjuush is out. The pressure now. xertioN, he's been the hero so far, but he's been knocked over in the last few. Flashed. Cannot re-peek, allowing this AWP to play first. The Gandalf spot is there, and he takes a shot through the box. It should connect. Here he is. xertioN playing around the smoke. 10 bullets. He will convert the first. The reload coming in. There's pressure from long now as well. The new addition. What's he got? Is he going to consider this? The long, he's just going to get peeked on here.
Well, there we have it, Chad. That should be the round. It's just JDC who's towards long. Doesn't have many points of access here. And the A pincer actually working out. It's looking like MOUZ Sports had that round in the palm of their hand, but JDC still fancies it. He knows they're very low. Lots of damage has been inflicted, but his days are numbered here, and it is going to be Heroic bouncing back. We said that's a very important round. I dare say this could be
10-5.
10-5 because they have to force into this one, right?
Should be 2 consecutive force buys here from MOUZ. I don't think when you have 1750, 1450, the high end's 2.8. I don't know if you justify a save. I think that
you get 1900 into the next round, right?
Yeah,
so
both
even
rounds
without
suck.
on top, you're not really going to be doing much with it. So MOUZ Sports will take a timeout just to discuss those couple of options they have right now. I tend to agree with you, Chad. Even if you did fully save this one, you'd still be on the back foot going forward. It's still an option. It's not the wrong move, and I just think they'll be buying into this one. So there's the first scout. xertioN confirms at least some investment here. It's around number 14.
Be a few more of those, I think. Like, if Frozen could drop a scout over for Torji and get something back in exchange, then Torji can go scout head armor. Frozen's actually going to go famous armor, which is not too shabby. A deagle for Torji. You could say the same for Dexter and JDC here. So they have fully invested, but this is the thing. It has to be a little bit more outside of the box here. They're not going to have as much utility to work with.
He's just hit
Oh!
2 of them.
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, imagine there's a double collat through the door on the cross.
All right then, xertioN, JDC low before the round even gets going. And long control granted towards Heroic as well. This is looking very good for them. Should be their round. Interesting setup with the push CT watching lower. I would say their only chance of doing something with this round would come from that position. Either way, Dexter tucks himself in behind the car, off in a position that's Molotoved. Flashbangs being exchanged as well. Torchi wants to get all the aggro for Dexter, or for Frozen, I should say, and does he ever? That's a great shot.
Shush. There's someone in the car with you, someone in the back seat. You've had a long night, you've come home, you didn't lock the doors, and Dexter was sitting there just watching. A little bit creepy. He's gone. Now Frozen on this flank. It's not going to be a difference maker because the bomb is headed towards B, but if they can get these kills on A, they can find themselves some rifles.
Should have the kill on sjuush.
He should. He's looking the wrong way. sjuush is ready for it. Frozen not too ready for that. And now it kind of feels like they're chasing their tail a little bit. And in the back, these kills keep coming here. So the bomb to be planted, the site given up, and they're still going to try their luck here. But every time they seem to take a position of advantage, MOUZ, there's always somebody accounting for this. So sjuush over towards T-spawn. JDC dead to rights. There it is. It's just going to be the one man of Torji standing. And he got that deagle kill towards lower. That was nice, but that was about it.
That's about it. You're dead on there. Looking to recover the FAMAS, perhaps. He's got armor, and there's going to be not much to bring to the table whatsoever in the following round. So looking to say the FAMAS is about as appealing as this one gets.
So it is a recovery, right? Considering how this one started, it was what, the 9-0 spread, I think it was, before we started to see any resistance from Heroic. A couple consecutive rounds, the money was broken. They did a good job of whittling that cash down. So even though it was a really strong showing early from xertioN, he's currently sitting at 18 kills. We were talking 4 or 5 rounds ago about 17, right? So definitely quieted off here.
Well, there we have it. Heroic definitely bringing this game back to life. If they can get 10-5, which is looking very likely. As you mentioned, the money was broken on the CT side for this final round. They should be okay. All they'll need is a pistol victory in the second half, and they are right back in it. So well done to them. Even after some interesting rounds with missed smokes, they even managed to convert those.
Well, this would be a very sour round to lose. If they drop the ball here, knowing that they have MOUZ right where they want them in terms of the finances, that would be such a problem here as they deploy defensive Molotov towards the mid doors, avoiding any of these lower dart pushes. jabbi making sure that isn't the case here. He's still well and truly prepared for this as they're posturing now, making quite a heavy presence towards mid with xertioN alone, but looking likely to be this B finish. JDC, again in tandem with Frozen, who has the FAMAS back. They have the smoke, 2 of them, to stall this out. They might have the weapons for the job, Henry. A 5-7 and a FAMAS to deal with a B pop, it might be perfect.
It all comes down to this moment. JDC gets the information that they're towards B, and they've still got plenty of time here. 1 minute 20 on the clock. They don't necessarily have to commit, but the fact they're not repositioning now suggests they've lost map control elsewhere. They can't really guarantee the top or middle's clear, for example. So
xertioN's so cavalier about a lot of this. Jumping around corners, nades in hand, missing smokes. He's trying to do a lot right now. He's organizing the troops. But it has to be B here.
Has to be. They have no information elsewhere. And fortunately, only 2 CTs there, but another decent smoke will take vision away. The Molotov doesn't do much for them, and now the rotation's starting to come through. Deep breath, boys. They're starting to come in. You said the 5-7's the perfect weapon for the job. The snapping turtle finds a couple of kills to open things up. There's still flashbangs available. JDC will vault up into the close box, and it's now a 5 versus 3.
Has xertioN gone back towards spawn here? I don't know if there's time for this. If he's going to try and at least draw something on the other side of the map, sure. We've got 27 seconds. It has to be the pivot now to short or nothing. And they're not ahead of this right now. Dexter, if he can stall them out as they try and cross this massive void of the mid doors, they'll need to get the bomb. The bomb's loose. 18 seconds here. Heroic just don't have time for this. jabbi's going to get a big kill, but where does he go? Which side do they hit? They need the kills. This round is already done. Just hide, MOUZ.
xertioN, he's waiting towards the A ramp, and is it going to be enough? They don't kill. They don't have time.
There's just no time. It's done. The clock, Heroic's biggest enemy here, a bogey map, a bogey pick. Well, a bogey showing right now 11-4 in the favor of MOUZ. The NXT boys, that little trio showing they can play Dust2, and they're looking hot.
They absolutely are. What a game it's turning out to be. MOUZ Sports looking to convert and find the 2-0 here on their opponent's pick. Can they do it early? Time will tell after this break.
Hey Future Pros, back with a more complex pro tip today which will help you establish presence at long on Dust2. For this execute you will need 2 Future Pros. The utility required will be 2 smokes and 1 optional flash for this take. Future Pro number 1. To throw your smoke, you will need to line up with this metal bracket. Then find this corner and aim your crosshair so it lines up with the satellite antenna. Then throw. Future Pro number 2. You will need to line yourself up with this dark spot in the shadow of the car. Aim upwards and find the gap in the palm trees. Then position your crosshair so you're aiming just above that gap and throw. Optional Future Pro number 3. If you want to feel like a part of the team, you can stand at the back of the car and line up this flash towards the top of the doors, which will help your teammates get out of long. If the smokes have been thrown correctly, this will help you segment long and fully take control of pit.
I think the integration of jabbi has gone very well, especially in terms of outside of the game and in practice. I think it's obvious to all the CS fans out there that the results is not what we have been hoping for. We've been performing at a higher level prior to this, and I mean our standard is higher, so we expect a lot more. But I mean, it's fair. We recognize this and we try to work hard. We try to see the mistakes from the games we played. And I mean, I'm sure that at some point, the hard work that we're putting into it, the effort we're putting into it, it's going to pay off. So it's just a matter of time.
All that hard work not paying off so far, xertioN. A lot of missed smokes and frantic, awkward situations for Heroic leave them at 11-4 deficit, chat.
Why have they done him like that for? You know, what can we play here to make xertioN look like a plum? Well, let's. that might be the perfect clip, actually.
He missed the hinge smoke as well. Like, oh no.
Oh dearie me. Well, the pistol round, in case you're not a Counter-Strike fan, almost feels like a necessity for Heroic if they want to have any shot here in the pick of Dust2. The forward stance in mid is something, but this shot is everything right now as xertioN jousting in lower tunnels. Will be sent looking elsewhere towards the top of mid. He crawls, and either way, it's not going to be an easy fight. That flash is beautiful. A white screen goes to black as JDC will turn out the lights.
Yeah, they've done well to even get 1 kill on the CT side, make it a double. stavn coming to life here, but back and forth we go. The P250 can't quite connect on the second, and they found themselves an advantage here in the must-win pistol. sjuush will get that advantage, and stavn not happy with that. Looking to answer back once again. He's very low, though, and he's actually just maybe giving that one away a little bit, Chad.
They're trying to be proactive, and the fight's going to keep coming. Heroic in classic style just want a duel, and they should have done enough here. Torji will be deleted by Tassus, and they will grab the pistol. But as we saw over on Mirage, they won the pistol on the CT side. But however, they conceded, actually no, it was the T side, they conceded the second round for Spy. So they don't want that to happen again here in the second half. That would be a horrible fate.
Could happen. That's if they do force buy up into the second. I guess with this sort of scoreline, it does beg the question whether it's a requirement. You could just save the cash and get the full buy going forward against the SMGs and scouts. So
also, I think on the T side, if you don't get the plant on the pistol, it almost feels like, yeah, we may as well take the full eco, right? Yeah. To line up with exactly what you said.
Hang on. Well, it's not an eco anymore. They've actually got themselves 2 guns.
Yeah. Guys, let's chill.
It's a scout as well. I was going to say, if that's a flash, this could be really problematic.
This is thank you.
That will do nice.
Jabbi, thank you, because they were in a real rough spot for a second there. This won't be any problems now. It is just xertioN who would essentially win a Glock eco with a picked up MP9. I could see myself eating my words there with that lineup.
That would have been nuts, but still a very good job, you have to say, with the Glocks there. Not so clean for Heroic. So they give up a couple of kills there, but ultimately deny the plan once more. So it's not going to be all the bells and whistles for MOUZ Sports in round number 18 here. MP9 for jabbi, M4's elsewhere. And very, very important round. Has to be said. This was the scout shot with the car as well. Had to be gifted a couple. And we spotted an easy one. That's towards Pip. jabbi removed. I dare say he's got 2, but not quite. A trade.
It was a 4-man lean, so there's still 3 players on A. This is dud info for MOUZ. If they just run up now onto the side, there's still plenty of players to deal with this. xertioN's under pressure now. stavn here delivering. He's going to get traded out, but there's so much damage done to the onslaught here. This is going to divide, it's going to conquer, and Heroic are looking great for the first gun round now. Just this pace from MOUZ. Stalled, stopped, stunted. Time to shrivel up.
Well, at least they're back into this game now. This should be a round that's guaranteed to be theirs. I say that, sjuush might not be aware.
What do you reckon, Frozen uses black bars?
Yeah, he's got the horse blinders on.
I wonder, because it's curious if he could have seen him or not from that position. He was pretty much bang on his 90-degree.
Damn. Well, torchy with a bit of a throwback. You don't see many Kriegs these days.
It's so rare, isn't it? The gun was nerfed into oblivion.
Yeah, it does feel pretty awful these days, but xertioN given the task to take him down. We'll see whether he can find it cleanly, and indeed he can. That's torchy removed, and a very, very important round for Heroic to pick up there.
He's having a good game, Henry. 18 kills for xertioN. He's leading the charge here for his squad. stavn now starting to contribute a little bit more. You definitely want to see more from him, but everybody's very close on the scoreboard. jabbi, sjuush, and Tassus all just around that 10/11 kill mark.
Well, xertioN did say to us outside, Dust2's got to be spicy. And I think he's delivered on that front with the excitement of the mist smokes, the calamity of some of the rounds, and the fact he's performing. It is building its way up into a spicy affair here with Heroic on the comeback.
Not classical entertainment.
No, certainly not.
But we're into things not so normal as jabbi. This should be his, you know, a little mowing down here with the MP9. It's a good spot.
Build the confidence up, you know. Have a nice clean one here. Farm some cash, keep everyone alive, and you're right back in this game. That's for sure. Not quite.
Get him. Come on, jabbi. Get in there. Don't worry about your team nades. They're trying to steal your kills. This is...
Oh dear.
This is yours every day of the week. As xertioN trying to channel a bit of Kirby there. All across the screen, but we'll get the frag. And it's starting to warm back into it here. The smiles are still on the faces of the Heroic lads. You know, they're not just starting and eating away in their own head. They're still believing. So the gun's back out here. torchy, AWP, and that could be the difference maker. Remember the opening picks he was starting to find for the team on that CT side especially. He turned to the big man. Let's see what he can bring out.
So 4 rounds in a row for Heroic, and indeed, torchy will make his way towards the long doors. Can he make anything of it, though? This time flashed, and an opportunity of a kill there. Oh, this is brave. The smoke's a little bit deeper than you might anticipate. So another opportunity, one he cannot convert, but Heroic, I dare say, they're quite lucky to be alive.
Well, this is a default spread from MOUZ now, right? I understand that exchange that was taken early, but you can see here players towards the tunnels. They're working on back cat control. Heroic have started with these gamble starts in 2 consecutive gun rounds. 4 towards long to make sure they can stall out any of the early pushes and then respond to the A plays. And now, as a unit, they have to get an extra member back across towards that B bomb site. It will, of course, be sjuush to join jabbi. Those 2 are tasked with locking down B. And while all of this has been happening, MOUZ are happy to lead time off the clock. Look at all the util that they've held onto. We have 3 players with almost full sets, another missed hinge smoke, but we have to expect that with this map coming into play, right? It's not at the top of these teams' played list or pick list.
Sure, I can agree with you to some extent, I suppose, as xertioN will find the opening kill. What a scalp it is to take as well. xertioN has been dropped. They've got the man advantage. And what's the final play here from MOUZ? It looks like they're committing towards B. Smoked out for now, but they have got 4 players on this side of the map. Up against them is sjuush, holding by the car, and jabbi at the back of the bomb site. Now, sjuush, he still has an incendiary, Chad. So I dare say, like, at this point, once they make their way in, it's going to be very difficult. With 20 seconds remaining, he can time this to perfection, which he already has. They can't find any sort of point of access here. Another HE to land on their front door, so that's going to do a ton of damage, and they'll start to be sprayed down here. Heroic should have this one in the palm of their hand. Frozen will fight back somewhat here, but still a 4 versus 2. Naked 0. 3 players survive for Heroic as they hunt for double digits now.
All right, I'm just making sure I get the correct movie reference here, Henry. So
we've got a reference coming in.
I have a point. I just want to make sure that I find the correct. Why has Tom Cruise done so many movies? What's the one where the people they like lay in the vat of liquid and they can predict the future? It's like he's a cop, but he's like a mind.
Yeah, they can predict
cop.
crimes before they happen, right?
God damn it! What is it called?
And they've got like the kind of touch screen.
Yeah.
Computers going on.
Everybody. Minority Report.
Minority Report.
I've just had a Minority Report type moment.
Let's go.
We're going to a 3rd.
How have you felt that?
Because MOUZ also have nothing on the T side.
Could be true, actually.
I've already seen enough.
Yep.
So if everybody is happy, if we can get Dexter and we can get Katie and we can go outside and have a conversation, we go, all right, we know, we still have the lead by 2 rounds, but are you happy to forfeit the map? Yes, and then we can move
We're
forward.
looking to save some time here, lads.
Yeah.
If you'd be okay with this, we're just trying to make sure we stay on schedule. So this one's already done. I think we can all agree on that.
It's quite clear that neither of us know what we're doing on the T side. So let's see if we can get out of here, shall we?
jabbi, he'll open up fragging once again, continues this great run. He's found in the second half, 21 kills in total. JDC with the scouts. No answer back so far, and you might be right here. This is the clean sweep from Heroic so far. They've got themselves 5 rounds in a row. 0 for MOUZ. Has the bomb even been planted yet? No, it has not.
Yeah. So when we start adding these things up, unless they have a bit of a fire starter here, getting blind. Oh, this is a chance. Have to convert that. xertioN will. Another banger, another zinger. Needs to hit something as... Oh, sure, she's pushing into the den here. You can't be giving over those.
Okay, well, still advantage Heroic, I would say, especially with that play from stavn. He gets the bomb down. Incendiary on top of it as well. They might be able to recover it. Actually forces JDC through, but that's to his advantage. He has a smoke as well. 3 on 2 now. A couple of rifle in towards their arsenal, and Dexter patrolling middle. This is getting all sorts of ugly, but we'll see what TeSS can do with it. Lovely work. They have jabbi, TeSS full HP against the 2 rifles now of xertioN and JDC. Smoke towards tunnels.
Well, that's an easy liner right there. I like the look of that one.
Old school one.
All right, well, tunnels has at least been secured for now. They both have M4s though, Henry. I have to feel that MOUZ are going to get this one done. He's going to be potent as the smokes are starting to fade.
Heroic have got this, Chad. Come on.
Creeping in, the duel to be taken. xertioN, he's going to take that first frag. Now JDC to activate. TeSS has dealt with him. Is there going to be time? xertioN coming up massive. 23 kills, continuing to deliver here on Dust2. And just as we thought we had seen the future, the moral implications of what we were saying come back to bite us. 12-9.
And it all started with this frag right here. xertioN finds space towards middle. They catch the rotating CTs in a very awkward position. Comes down to the 1-on-1. If he gets to kill TeSS, there was still enough time to defuse as well. But there it is, that first round on the T side. A sigh of relief. As they do have a full buy here. We'll see whether Orshi...
Oh, did he see him or what?
Has he done that?
What? Did he just shoot?
I don't even know.
Because the smoke plumed, and then jabbi's like, you know what, I'm jumping back.
The timing on that must be insane. It's either he saw something, the very peak of his cap or something, I don't know. jabbi
nice.
With a chance. JDC loves pushing these gaps, doesn't it? Gets the reload. He can go for the double kill as well. They'll maintain the man advantage, 4 versus 3. They know exactly where TeSS is, and they'll make light work of him. MOUZ starting to come to life here now, Chad. It's the MP9 that comes out on top, but surely won't get the second.
That has to be it. They know there's one defender left. All they have to do is send probes out. Where is stavn? Let's just locate this last defender and go to the other bomb site. And right now, this is where the round started for him. CT spawn. They can allow the maneuver of xertioN here across the map until they locate this member, because there's a minute on the clock right now. Torji, Dexter, both with AWPs. Just going to bunker down at long and hope that there's a push in either direction. And here it comes, the head-on collision, the fight. xertioN can't get the kill. They know where stavn is now, and he might be able to get this one done.
I think he might do, you know. He's got the HE grenade, which actually is looking pretty decent. The Molotov denies some sort of access, but I still think that's a kill. That's a touchdown. That's a beautiful
Perfect too.
30 seconds remain. So Torchy can get a nice clean plant down here. Going for the long plant, Chad. You like to see that. He can actually go down towards the pit position here if he's feeling brave. Timing's working in his favor.
Staying tight. He doesn't know exactly where stavn is retaking from during all of this. So at some moment, Torchy's going to have to ask the question, is it short, is it CT, or is it long?
Oh, he's dead. It's
He's
over.
looking the wrong way. stavn's, oh, he's missed the shot. stavn had the chance right here. Torchy's going to drop into spawn. This is getting out of control.
What?
Remember, it's a site plant. It's a lot.
There's no kid as well.
He's going to be able to take this fight from CT towards long. stavn has to take the fight. He drops it. Torchy denies.
I can't really explain what just happened there. The fact he misses that freebie of a kill towards shore, he just bails out. He does a jump CT spawn and sacrifice the bomb side. The CT follows him, hits it. We've got to see that from his POV.
Torchy was aware that he could have dropped spawn because he planned it for long, right? So it's like, well, I can try and take this fight when he goes to the bomb, but that is mental. And it all opened up with that jabbi pick. This is the opening duel. What does he see here?
See him?
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Just a smudge on the screen. You can't be giving those over.
Well, this half completely changes now. Heroic are looking very comfortable, but after conceding 2 rounds in a row, they're on the back foot. Deagles, MP9, Scouts, and a couple of M4s. xertioN, no armor, and no kits to speak of. They can steal this round away, great, but if they lose it, Chad, I dare say that's map over. They won't be able to come back.
You can see there's some real issues here because Heroic have to hedge on these guys walking into the stack. They're hoping that stavn goes undetected, a normal default play comes through, he can maybe swoop. The fact that we've already found ourselves at the minute and 15 seconds mark and there hasn't been any traction across the map, no one has poked their head out, nobody's taken a fight. Heroic are trying to get ahead of this. They're rotating multiple members over now, they're boosting up and towards the side, but there's a quickness to this. 2 smokes on the cross, the util to follow here, lots of mollies, lots of flashes available. The spam is through. Dexter, the madman, up on the ledge, takes the fight, jumps around behind them, and Dexter had 2 more on the plate, but stavn's bailed them out. He's seen a lot here, and the kills keep coming.
The leap of faith from Dexter leads us to a 3 versus 3, but not for long. Tesses is removed, down to stavn now.
Did you see the barrel?
Not sure, Chad. He definitely saw.
Backpack now, the barrel, the guy. Whoa, okay, jeez.
This game has got it all. It's got the excitement
his
factor.
His gun model must have been covering the body.
Exactly. I think you're right, because that's kind of, yeah, you're right. From his POV, his player model, the rifle, you mean?
So, look, I just want to say I'm glad I'm wrong about the Minority Report prediction because the moral implications of being able to try to predict crime before people have actually conducted that crime was kind of the entire premise of that movie.
Exactly.
So the fact I'm wrong is good. That's how it should be.
I think that's absolutely true, Chad.
I don't actually know if that was the message of the movie.
It sounds about right. I saw it in the cinema, I think, when I was like 14.
Yeah, it came out in 2002. I don't even think our audience would have seen it.
Probably not. But
if anyone from our audience has seen it and wants to let me know what the actual message of that movie was, let me know, please.
Don't do crimes, I think was the...
Don't do crimes.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to get at.
Don't do crimes.
If you can help it, possibly don't commit crimes. Either way, so... Like I said, Chad, they gave that round up.
Is this a B rush?
Oh, it might be.
Back tens.
It's a full USP situation for Heroic. They'll now need 6 rounds in a row to take us to overtime. It is an actual old school B rush. Let's get it on. Let's see what can be made of this. Dexter looking to farm some serious cash here towards middle. The triple kill is found. It's the MAC-10s doing all the work here. And there it is, series point for MOUZ Sports. On Dust2, where it looked like they might have been down and out, they managed to string together 4 in a row after conceding 5. They have a firm lead here. As mentioned, Heroic will need 6 perfect rounds at this stage, and what we've seen from Dust2 from both these sides so far suggests they won't be able to do that. A mistake we made at some point, but let's see what they can make of it.
Did Yanko predict MOUZ and everybody else predicted Heroic?
He's loving it right now.
Yeah, a bit of indication for Yanko here. Kassad's going to have some explaining to do.
He might have to at this stage.
Well, Stunner as well. I don't think we should let him off the hook. He also participates in the prediction game.
Yeah, we don't get a look into that, do we? We don't.
And I like it that way.
Probably for the best. I think we've got enough going on around here without that being thrown into the mix as well. As we get into what could be the final round, ladies and gents, buckle up. Heroic just give up one of these, they are done for. First game of the group, and it has been a spicy affair to say the very least, and we've got Frozen looking to crack things open here towards A long. He's actually snuck out. I don't think they have any idea he's this close, but a good grenade in response. Testes, does he have the advantage? He absolutely does. They've got the man down in the form of Frozen.
Yeah, good clearing of the corners right there. That was graceful from Frozen.
Yeah.
Able to get himself out like he's in a musical. As this is an opportunity now for Heroic to at least salvage this match. Remember, picked it. They wanted to catch MOUZ off guard. Right now, the only ones off balance are the Danes. This is a very difficult site to take with this off angle from sjuush here. He's posted up. He should be good for the first, and now he can allow his teammate to play next. The util forces them back. It's down up close over the box. He should be good for a kill as well. I don't know how you're going to lose this one here. Torji, he's grabbed it back. He's been able to find a way into the site. Dexter taking down stavn. Torji's grabbed another.
What's happening
This
here?
is a 3-on-5.
3-on-5. An absolute collapse from Heroic.
Oh, no.
They're not anywhere near it as well. They've
And there's
actually got to
another
play in
smoke
CT
and a
spawn.
molly.
Yeah, I think we might be done. They've got one smoke in the retake. They have got a defuse kit, but xertioN just for the AWP. Here comes the smoke. If that goes comfortably towards window, they might not have a chance. There'll be no saving here, lads. You've got to go for it. It will take a showstopper from the CT side here. No utility to speak of. Just have to hit their shots. MOUZ Sports might have done it with the disadvantage here.
Well, they're trying something, boosting over, clearing what they can for the final round. Torji again, Dexter with the final kill, 16-9. And xertioN with the boys out to play, reunited with the Academy brothers. They're going to 2-0 Heroic out the gate, and they play Dust2. What a fun day at the office for this team. Look at the smiles on the faces.
Yeah, the bogey pick there from Heroic. The spicy pick, xertioN called it. It backfires and blows up in their face. They didn't really get going. You could see both teams uncomfortable, but towards the end, MOUZ Sports held it together and gave us a fantastic performance there. 2-0 to kick it off Group C, and we'll throw it to a break and be back with the analysts.